Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I am here with a review for CyberHeroes Arena DX on the Xbox. Now this was released on the 17th of February 2023, developed by Nine Ratones and Rainforest Games and published by Ratalaika Games, who were kind enough to send me a copy for this review. Now, if you've played the sort of mega hit of last year, Vampire Survivors, this game will seem slightly familiar to you because it is very much a case of sort of trying to make a game in the vein of something else, and this definitely feels like it was made in sort of response to the huge success that was Vampire Survivors. So this game is a mecha-themed auto battle roguelite where you basically choose a robot and you have to basically create your sort of build and survive while destroying your enemies basically. So how this works is you pick a robot, you start with one and you will eventually unlock more and more depending on when you've hit certain sort of completions of certain tasks as you play the game. You'll then be thrown into this sort of arena where enemies will spawn out of the floor and it's up to you to basically not die within the time limit. So you basically run around and that's it. You auto shoot, you auto kill, you auto heal, that sort of thing. You don't really do a lot, you just have to sort of run around and survive basically. Now, I've not played Vampire Survivors, I've just been told that this is very similar to it. However, like I say, it's very simple in its premise. Now, once you survive each of the rounds, you then get to spend your sort of winnings you've made in that previous round on a variety of skills and updates, basically. So, there are more than 40 skills you can use to improve your setup. These include sort of special cannons, tranquilizer bombs, infected rain. There's also special effects skills like stun, burn, slow, poison. There's items that sort of life steal, so you heal up when you've taken damage. And you basically spend your money, upgrade your robot, and then you go back out on the next wave, basically. Now, each of these waves vary from 15 to 90 seconds. And all in all, there's over 100 items as well to create your build, as well as those 40 skills. So there's a big variety. They don't do a huge amount. Like I say, all of the weapons, they don't show on the screen. They just sort of show in sort of swishy sort of attack pictures. There's no, like, you don't see any sort of weapons on your character. It's just sort of... you see the effects of these weapons basically. Now, in each of these waves, you also have access to a mission tab you can throw up on the screen, and that basically gives you sort of other things to try and do in each of the waves to get more points basically to then spend on upgrades, and you get more of them depending on which ones you complete. Now, this isn't a bad game at all. It's a fun little game. I quite like the style of it, and it's a bit laid back. You don't really have to do a lot. It's just basically running your character around and trying to avoid coming into contact with enemies. And once you get higher level, you can basically avoid most of them, and they'll die just by coming near you. You become really overpowered. But it does get a little boring after a while because it's just very samey over and over. I would have liked to have had a bit more interaction with the abilities and items you can get, like being able to sort of launch them at your own time and stuff like that. But that's not what this game's going for. It's going for a very simple sort of roguelite style. If you do die, you just start again. You can pick a different robot out of the 7 and go for another run, and it's just that over and over and over. Now, this being a Ratalaika game, it also has very easy achievements. You can get the full 1000 G within about half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on your skill level. But you don't really have to do much, just play along and you'll slowly but surely rack up those G. Now, the game's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. It's optimised for Series X and S, and it supports smart delivery, and it's priced at £4.99. So, if you've played Vampire Survivors to death, you're sick of that game, but you want something similar, then maybe check this out. Like I say, it's a fun little game that's basically Vampire Survivors with robots instead. But overall, it's not bad. Easy 1000 game score as well. But that's that for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.